Well, guys, what's up? What is going on out there today? It is Brent Abel here, webtennis.com, with another episode of 7 Around 7. Drop dead gorgeous morning here in the Rocky Mountains, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. So it's hope you're experiencing the same thing wherever you are. And guys, a couple things before we get started today on your best serving target. We're going to get into that and. But before we do, a couple things. Number one, big shout out to my USA World Cup teammate, Bob Litwin, from 2019, right? We got COVID out last year, 2020. Man, just won the singles at the National 70 Hard Courts in Irvine yesterday. And that thing was loaded. I mean, 1 through 16, really, really strong tournament. So congratulations to Bob. Well done there, Lefty. You played a lot of, at least the last of semis and finals, some close matches. So well done. Congratulations. And then thing number 2 is down below. 98.6 men's high performance tennis clothing line by Dave Doherty, National 65s player. And Dave is graciously offered us all 15% discount off our first order of his clothing line, unique clothing line, special kind of material. And so look, guys, down below is the link that will take you to 98.6. Use my discount code to get that 15% off. It's Brent01. That's with a capital B, lowercase RENT, and then a 01 when once you're inside the shopping cart, and pick up a pair of shorts and a shirt or two and give it a go. That's down below in the description area. That link will take you over to 98.6. So guys, what I want to do is I want to show you a quick little video. All right. And so let me go get it. And it is going to be here. And this, and let me bring it up so it looks a little bit bigger. Boomski. Right there. Okay, where are we? We're right here. All right, good. So we're talking about targets, right? Last couple of days. And, the advice that I got from Dennis Ralston back in, God, it must have been 10 years ago in Austin, Texas. I was visiting Tony Dawson down there, and Tony suggested we go out in the court with Dennis Ralston. We did. And one of the things that Dennis told me was that your shot choice, your shot target is not really like when you're serving, it's not really a spot. Let's say on the other side of the net, inside the service box, whether it's tee, whether it's going to the body, or maybe you could go ahead in the ad court if you're right-handed and kind of bounce it out wide, right? It's really, you should be looking at a spot above the top of the net. And so, fine, okay, let's say that we've got that in mind. And right here for me, what's happening is I'm thinking of what's my target, right? Got my head down. And I'm thinking one of 3 targets, really. Am I going tee? Am I going body? Am I going out wide? And I've been guilty of this, and most people have as well, that you go ahead and, sorry about that, is that you go ahead and commit to a target, right? You've got your target picked out. You step up to the line, and now you look up for some reason, and maybe you're still committed to your target. Again, we got to work on making sure that that target could be from this angle that I'm serving here. It could be, here's the center strap right of the net. It could be the target is 8 inches, 10 inches above that center strap, right? As opposed to a spot on inside that service box over there. But here's what happens a lot. Now we go ahead, we've got the target picked out, and right about here, we start to doubt it. Right about here, we start to doubt it. We go, you know what? Well, maybe I should go body. No, man. No. Let's go out wide. And typically what happens is when you do that, even if you make the serve where you've now changed from your original target is you don't have the same confidence, number one, throughout the hit, but number two, for whatever you do next. So here's what I want you to practice. And this does take practice. And look, anyone can do this. I don't care if you're just starting the game. I don't care if you're on the pro tour, right? Is once you commit, and you can be doing it right here, right? I mean, I like to do it. I kind of like to do it before I start bouncing the ball. So it could be right about in here. I start to think, okay, well, strategically, how do I want to serve? I mean, how do I want to start this point? And I can't tell you what the score was in this match where, when I'm serving here, but let's just say it's 40-30. Let's say I'm serving for our team to hold serve, right? And I could be thinking here, well, let's see, most of the time I've been going out wide. Most of the time I've been going to the body. Most of the time I've been going T. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You want to make sure that strategically that where you decide to serve your target is something that you really feel confident about. And stop being not confident because it's 40-30 and you're going, well, man, I don't want to screw this up. No. Go to your target. What target out of those three, T, body, or out wide, do you feel the most confident with right now? And once you commit to that spot, do not change. Get out there, work on this, work on committing to a target and just sticking with it no matter what. And look, I mean, lots of times we write about here, go, I'm going to change my target because I think this receiver over here, God, are they inside my head? Do they know where I'm going? And we start to think goofy thoughts. And the next thing you know is you change your target. Don't do that. Stay committed to it. Stay committed fully. Be confident. And then we just take it from there, right? Let's see where this ball passed over the net. Let's see where the ball passes over the net. Kind of hard to see with the glare, but it goes right over the center strap. So let's say that I'm thinking target, and target I've decided is right over the center strap, right? And there you have it. So, all right, guys, let me go back to where we are here and stop the screen and come back here. Good. So hope that makes sense, right? I just think that if you start to train yourself to think about the game more in terms of targets, and targets not being a spot on the other side of the net, that, I mean, if you're hitting a ground stroke, you're on the baseline and you're thinking some spot over there close to that baseline. Well, baseline to baseline is 78 feet, right? In a straight line. That's a pretty far distance away. Not that you're trying to hit the baseline over there. So let's call it 75 feet, right? That's still a long ways away. Bring your target closer to you, whether you're hitting a ground stroke, whether you're hitting a serve, doesn't matter what it is. It should be a spot above the top of the net. And I'm just sort of finding that if I drill that more, if that's what I'm thinking about more, it kind of takes away the result, the point ending result that always gets me in trouble, right? When I'm thinking, I'm taking this thing up the line and I'm going to hit it past that guy, right? That's a distraction from my target, right? Thinking about that opponent is a distraction for what your target is. Bring your target much closer to you. Bring it to a spot as if you're on the backboard. I mean, imagine when you're out there playing or just rallying, imagine that really once the ball's presented to you, that it's just like that you're on a backboard. When you're on a backboard, all we ever think about is I want to hit the ball above that white line, that white painted line on the backboard. That's all you think about. You're not concerned about, am I going to hit the ball anywhere else other than above that white line? Well, do the same thing. Do the same thing when you're drilling. Just think of a window. Think of a target. Think of a little white paper plate that's just sitting there 2-3 feet above the net. And that's all that you're trying to hit. And once you do that, I think a number of good things will happen. I think you'll stop being distracted by keep away from your opponent. I think you'll stop being distracted by thinking about swing thoughts. Well, how do I manufacture this forehand? How do I actually make this forehand work? Right? As opposed to if you've been, as opposed to just thinking target. Brent, have you played against my old teammate Wesley Cash? Hey, Randy. The answer is no, but I know Wesley. I've seen him play a lot. Tough hombre, tough hombre for sure. Great doubles player with Mark Vines. Those guys are really a pair. Great doubles team. Kind of speak about distractions. But the other thing for me is that, and as a teaching pro / coach for decades, I mean, I've looked at technique on the other side of the net in terms of a student or coaching on the same side of the net with a student and breaking down technique. And for me, it's so easy when I go out there to play to be thinking about technique. I've got to really turn off my brain in terms of just absolutely trusting that I've hit enough hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe more. Maybe we're in the millions by now. I don't know. But I've hit enough shots the way I want to that if I get out of my own way and just think about my target, which is a spot above the top of the net, that my brain knows how to manufacture that all on its own. I don't have to work it. So I believe the same thing with you too as well. Certainly, there are times when we need to maybe tinker a little bit with some part of our swing. And call it technique, call it whatever you want. But there are times when you need to be conscious, aware of, well, what am I doing here? What am I doing there? But that's a very specific arena that has nothing to do when you play, right? And so I'm getting a little off topic in terms of what we talked today about the best serving target, which again is a commitment to whatever you decide to, wherever you decide to serve to. Right? It could be tee, it could be body, it could be out wide. The best serving target is the one that you've initially thought, and you just stay committed to it. But back to working on technique. Look, yes, absolutely. There is a practice arena where you want to consciously be thinking about, am I doing this thing? Am I making a correction that I want? But once you train that enough, and you got to train it. You've got to carve out the time to either on the ball machine or have someone underhand feed you some balls or have someone just off the racket, easy balls, so you can feel the difference. You can feel the correction. And again, we're not working on, can I develop an outright winner with my forehand or with my backhand or with my serve? No, it's never been done before, right? We're not going to be the first one to do that. We're not going to be the first one to go out there and train how to hit outright winners over and over and over again. So all that we're trying to do is just, hey, what little technique tweak can I come up with that will help me be more consistent towards that target, towards my intended target. And then once you've worked on it, you got to change your mindset to trusting, right? And then when you go out and play, you just trust that all you have to think about is shot target, commit to it, stick with it. Just like we talked about yesterday, what would happen to your game if you actually stuck to your initial shot choice? Up the line, up the middle, cross court, dropper, lob, whatever it is, right? What would happen to your game if you trained yourself to absolutely commit to sticking to it and not changing it halfway through, not going, I'm going cross court with a forehand. No, whoops, let's go up the line. I'm just saying that I think that one of the big things that we got to get into is training, not kind of going, well, that makes sense, Brent, let's go out and try it. No. Okay, Brent, that makes sense. I'm going to go train the crud out of this thing. And I don't know how long it's going to take before I trust it to where it actually comes out on its own, right? Those are two different hats. The training hat and the trusting hat, man, two different things. And look, and I'm sort of blabbing away here today, and that's fine. I hope you guys are sticking with me. But when you practice, when you go out and drill and practice, there's a couple of different, like I just said, hats you got to wear. You got to wear the training hat where you're kind of, you're kind of tweaking, you're kind of techniquing a little bit, right? But then during practice your trust, practice not thinking about technique, practice only thinking about target and not how to manufacture that stroke to get the ball to that target. You got to practice that as well. So guys, here we are, almost 16 minutes into it. Man, okay. I'm not going to apologize. We need this. All right, guys, that's it for me today. A reminder, down below in the description area, there's a link to take you over to 98.6 high performance men's tennis clothing. Dave Doherty's offered us a 15% discount off of your initial order. Just go ahead and drop in the discount code, which is Brent01, capital B, lowercase RENT, and then 01 in the shopping cart, and you'll get that discount. And again, I'm thinking, man, get a pair of shorts, get a shirt or two, and I think you're really going to love this clothing, this high performance men's tennis clothing. That link is down below in the description area. Guys, that's it for me today. I got to get out there. Got some clay court hitting this morning here at Steamboat Tennis Center, 11 a.m. Court 7. Clay, I'm looking forward to it. But also, we all need to right now get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I definitely will see you again next time.